Attention, passionate Dallas Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East, and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another championship run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and fellow Dallas Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying attention to the NFL news cycle lately, you know that the offseason has been anything but quiet, especially for a team like the Dallas Cowboys, who are always in the spotlight. The Cowboys are coming off a season that, honestly, left fans with mixed feelings. There was promise, there was disappointment. And now, with the start of the 2025 season, the question on everyone's mind is, how are they going to take that next step? How do they become serious contenders again? And one of the biggest stories that has been buzzing around the league lately is the possibility of a major defensive addition that could change the entire dynamic of the team. Yes, I am talking about Christian Wilkins. The news broke recently that Wilkins, a dominant interior defensive lineman, has signed with the Dallas Cowboys. And I gotta tell you, this could be the move that shifts the division and potentially the NFC landscape. Let's rewind a little and talk about Christian Wilkins himself. For those who might not be fully up to date, Wilkins has been one of the most consistent and disruptive forces on the interior of the defensive line in recent years. Drafted by the Miami Dolphins in 2019, he quickly established himself as a cornerstone piece for that defense. His game is built on a mix of strength, agility, and relentless motor. Wilkins has the ability to clog running lanes, collapse the pocket, and generate pressure on quarterbacks, traits that make him an invaluable asset in today's NFL. Over his career, when healthy, which has been a key point, Wilkins has accumulated impressive stats. 28 sacks, which for an interior lineman is no joke, along with 182 pressures and over 200 stops at the line of scrimmage. These numbers speak volumes about his ability to impact the game from the inside, something the Cowboys have been desperately looking to upgrade. Now, I know there's been a lot of speculation about why Wilkins was released by the Raiders earlier this offseason. The reports vary, some suggesting salary cap issues, others hinting at different team-building philosophies. But what's clear, and what most insiders agree on, is that if Wilkins is fully healthy, he is a player any team in the league would want, especially a team like Dallas that has been searching for that disruptive interior presence. Remember, the Cowboys' defensive line has shown flashes of brilliance, but has often fallen short against the run and in generating consistent pressure up the middle. That has been a sticking point, particularly in big games, where interior pressure can be the difference between a sack and a big play. So bringing Wilkins into the fold makes a lot of sense, and it could be the missing piece to elevate this defense. And I have to tell you, the timing couldn't be better. The Cowboys are entering this season with a lot of questions about their defense, especially on the line. Sure, they have talented players like Osa Odighizuwa, Mazi Smith, Solomon Thomas, and Jay Toya, but the depth and talent level just aren't quite there yet. They've even looking for that game-changing interior defender, a guy who can command double teams, open up opportunities for other pass rushers, and stuff the run effectively. Wilkins can do all of that. Imagine a front four with Micah Parsons rushing from the edge, combined with Wilkins clogging the middle. That's a nightmare for offenses, and it's exactly what Dallas needs to become a more complete, more dangerous defense. And let us not forget about the bigger picture here. The NFC East is a battleground, always competitive, often unpredictable. The Eagles, for example, have built a very strong roster, especially on offense, with Jalen Hurts leading a dynamic attack. The Giants, while still in transition, have their own offensive stars and a defense that's improving. The Washington Commanders, with their new quarterback and revamped defense, are also lurking. For Dallas, making a splash like signing Wilkins isn't just about adding talent. It's about sending a message to the division that they mean business. It's about asserting dominance and setting the tone for the season ahead. But what does this mean for the season? Well, first off, it bolsters a defense that has been solid but not elite. It gives Dallas that inside presence that can change the outcome of close games, games where a single disruption can lead to turnovers or game-changing stops. Wilkins' ability to collapse the pocket also helps free up linebackers and secondary players to make plays. And with the Cowboys' secondary already solid, adding a disruptive force on the line makes the entire defense more cohesive and dangerous. Now, let us take a moment to appreciate the bigger picture of the Cowboys' recent history. Since their Super Bowl appearance in the early 1990s, The team has always been in the conversation, but that elusive sixth Lombardi trophy has remained just out of reach. The team has built around a strong defense and a potent offense, but inconsistencies and injuries have hampered their quest for glory. The 2023 season, for instance, saw flashes of brilliance but also costly mistakes. The defense, in particular, struggled against the run and in generating pressure in key moments, which often left the offense trying to play catch-up. That's why this signing, if it comes to fruition, could be a game changer. It's not just about filling a roster spot. It's about transforming a defense that has potential into one that can dominate. Looking specifically at the current roster, the Cowboys have invested heavily in their offensive line and skill position players, which is crucial because, at the end of the day, football is a team sport, but defense wins championships, as they say. And if Dallas can improve their interior line with a player of Wilkins' caliber, it could unlock a new level of competitiveness. It's about creating a balanced team that can play ball control offense with a strong running game and a defense that can shut down opponents. And speaking of the run game, it's worth mentioning that the Cowboys have been emphasizing a more physical, running-focused offense under the new coaching staff. Players like Tony Pollard have shown they can carry the load, but the offensive line needs to be supported by a stout defense to keep leads and control the clock. Wilkins' presence would allow the team to be more aggressive and versatile on defense, giving them the flexibility to adapt based on the opponent and game situation. Now, as we look ahead to the season, the expectations are high. The NFC East is always tough, but with the right additions, particularly on defense, Dallas has a real shot at not just making the playoffs, but making a deep run. The key will be consistency, staying healthy, executing in crucial moments, and leveraging the talent they have. The addition of Wilkins could be the spark that ignites that consistency, especially on the interior line where they've been searching for that disruptive force for years. Let's talk a little about the coaching staff and what they're aiming for. Head coach Mike McCarthy and defensive coordinator Dan Quinn have been striving to build a defense that can hold up against the best offenses in the league. Quinn, in particular, is known for his creative blitz packages and aggressive style, but to truly execute that style to its fullest, he needs players who can anchor the line and win battles in the trenches. Christian Wilkins, with his athleticism and relentless motor, fits that mold perfectly. His addition would not only improve the run defense, but also create more opportunities for Quinn to dial up pressure without risking giving up big plays. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, it's important to consider what this signing could mean long-term. The Cowboys are at a crossroads where they can either build a team that competes year after year or risk falling behind the division rivals who are investing heavily to bolster their rosters. If Wilkins signs and performs as expected, it's a statement that Dallas is serious about contending. It's about establishing a culture of winning and making sure they're not just a good team, but a team that can compete for a Super Bowl once again. Of course, we all know that the NFL is unpredictable. Injuries, unforeseen circumstances, or just bad luck can change everything. But the smart teams are those that prepare and make strategic moves in the offseason. This signing, if it happens, fits perfectly into that approach. It's a move that signals Dallas' intent to dominate the NFC East, to tighten their grip on their division rivals, and to give themselves the best shot at a deep playoff run. The fans are excited, the team is motivated, and the league better watch out because the Cowboys may be about to get even more dangerous. And I want to remind you all that this is just the beginning. The offseason is still unfolding, and there will be more moves, more news, and probably some surprises along the way. The Dallas Cowboys are always in the thick of things, and with each addition like the potential signing of Christian Wilkins, they're reshaping up to be a formidable force once again. So stay tuned, keep supporting your team, and let us see how this story develops. The 2025 season could be one for the history books, and the Cowboys might just be on the verge of something special. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and IT makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let's continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What is your take on this potential signing? Do you believe Christian Wilkins can be the game changer the defense needs? Are you excited about the direction the team is headed? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. We in this together, and the best is yet to come. Let us go, Cowboys.